So let's start at the first game up here. Bucs at the Colts, and the Bucs get the big ol' win here, winning 38-31. This Colts team had it. They had the game, but then they just floundered it. And why? Why? They stopped running the ball. And why the heck would you stop running the ball? We don't know. We've been begging for this Colts team to run the ball. We've sold this Colts team because they're throwing the ball way too much, and them throwing the ball way too much was the reason why they ended up losing their lead and losing the game last night. Bucs end up winning 38-31. The running game was getting it going for this Colts team, and then they just got away from running the ball here. They have a 24-14 lead going into halftime, and then the turnovers and the misfortune starts with the Colts. But yes, they turned the ball over, but it was also because of the passing game. Here we go in the third quarter, the first drive after halftime for the Colts. We're going to read the drive chart. Here it is. Pass incomplete, 22-yard pass, minus 3-yard pass, pass incomplete, 15-yard pass, 5-yard pass, 15-yard pass, and then a fumble in the red zone by Carson Wentz because he was sacked. There's no reason. I get that it worked, but Carson Wentz in the red zone, that's nothing good. We've seen this. He doesn't get it done consistently in the red zone, usually settles for field goals a little bit more than they score for touchdowns, and we get him fumbling and also throwing interceptions. This entire drive was a passing drive. You have a 10-point lead. You've got a great running game. Just run out the clock, folks. Run out the clock. Jonathan Taylor was averaging 5.2 yards a carry. You know how fantastic that is? So 2 runs, you pick up the first down. I know it's statistics, folks. Relax. Run the ball twice, you pick up the first down. You chew out the clock. They're trying to go down the field speedily for whatever reason, and it results into Carson Wentz getting sacked, fumbled. They lose the ball. The Bucs go down and score a touchdown off of that, making it a 3-point game now. So now what do? Since the passing game kind of got him in trouble down in the red zone, well, they passed the ball again. Here we go. The very next drive out of halftime that ends in an interception. Let's read the drive chart. We get pass incomplete, 11-yard pass, pass incomplete, 11-yard pass, 7-yard pass, interception at the Tampa Bay 46-yard line. Once again, not running the ball on any of those plays, getting away from the run game. Why would you ever get away from the run game when the run game is the only thing that is absolutely brilliant about this team? So after all that happens, then they have to punt because what happened on this drive? Pass incomplete, a 10-yard penalty that actually Carson Wentz fumbled the ball on. Once again, take the ball out of Carson Wentz's hands, please. He fumbled the ball, but they get back on top of it. Then they go 8-yard pass. They get another 5-yard penalty. Then they run the ball on 3rd and 17, but it was with Carson Wentz scrambling up the middle, and then they have to punt the ball. And then the unfortunate turnovers start to happen even more in the fourth quarter, and this time it's by Nyheim Hines on a punt. The Bucs punt the ball. Nyheim Hines, who we're always rooting for, we're big time on, but he had an unfortunate circumstance of fumbling the punt. Now, why did he fumble the punt? Well, I'm not going to make any excuses for Nyheim Hines, but also he only had 1 rush this entire game. This entire game when the run game is fantastic, and I know you want to highlight Jonathan Taylor. I get it, but you can have a running back by committee while having an A1 tier 1 running back. Nyheim Hines is able to be a very good number 2 running back for this team. So Nyheim Hines a little bit of ice cold because you're not giving him the ball. So I'm not giving Nyheim Hines any excuses out here, but him being potentially cold maybe was the reason why he fumbled the ball in the fourth quarter, which was really the only times he touched the ball out there. So the fumble happens. The Bucs take advantage with the field goal. They officially take a 31-24 lead. They try and they go down and score the ball here, making it 31-31. Let's see how they got it done here. 5-yard run, 15-yard run, 5-yard run, 7-yard pass, 10-yard run, 15-yard run, 1-yard run, 3-yard run, 10-yard pass, 4-yard touchdown run. So this is exactly what the offense should be looking like on every single drive. Majority of it run, and then we let Carson Wentz work off of the running game. That makes the pass game wide open. Don't let Carson Wentz throw the ball. Are y'all ready for how many times he threw the ball? 44 times. What? No, this is not what we wanted to see all week long. We've been saying 20 throws maximum. 20 throws maximum by Carson Wentz. And Jonathan Taylor, you want to know how many runs he had? 16. Why are you cutting this man off short with only 16 rushes? Derrick Henry runs 30 times a game. No problem. It's not out of the realm of football of running the ball 30 times a game and having success with wins. We've seen the Titans do it for 3 years straight. 3 years straight. Carson Wentz can just be the game managing quarterback, but Frank Reich wants to get Carson Wentz the attention because of their history in Philadelphia, because of the way that Carson Wentz was treated in Philadelphia after Frank Reich left. Frank Reich wants to give Carson Wentz the credit and be like, no, see, he actually can win the Super Bowl. He's actually a really good quarterback who can win and win at the highest level and win consistently. That's what Frank Reich is trying to do. But Frank Reich, we've seen this play out going back to 2014. Pete Carroll, remember Russell Wilson, and Beast Mode. Oh, man, Beast Mode, what's his name? Hang on, it's coming to me, folks. Beast Mode, Marshawn Lynch. You have both of those great players. You're on the 1-yard line, but what did Pete Carroll do? He wanted Russell Wilson to win back-to-back Super Bowls and be the savior and be like, hey, this kid can play. This is the guy. I told y'all I can win with this dude, and I can win back-to-back years. So they have Russell Wilson throw the ball on the 1-yard line, and what happens? Interception when the right play was rushing Marshawn Lynch, but Pete Carroll didn't want to make kind of Marshawn Lynch the hero of the Super Bowl. That's kind of what we're starting to see already, and we're not even in kind of playoff games or like games that truly matter. We're still in the regular season where you can lose a game here and there. Nobody really bats an eye. But Frank Reich is trying to give Carson Wentz all the praise, and it's not going to work, my man. We've seen it play out. Make this team about the running game. Just let Carson Wentz be the game manager, because you know what you get with Carson Wentz being a game manager? You get the man airing out the ball 60 gosh dang yards, folks. This was one of the most impressive things I've seen all day yesterday. Unfortunately, it results in a loss here, but this is why you run the ball, so you open up the 60-yard bomb. And Carson Wentz is the great game manager that can take advantage of a 60-yard through the air touchdown. Folks, look at this throw. It's amazing. I had to double check and triple check my math on this one. I'm like, this man just threw for 60 mother-loving yards, and it was absolutely fantastic. Here it is. Look at this great form right here. Oh, my God. That's perfect form right there. Threw it from the 30-yard line, and it gets all the way down to the 10-yard line, folks. Oh, my God. 30 to the 50, 20 yards, 50 to the 10, 40 yards, 20 plus 40. That's 60 yards through the air. It's immaculate. It's immaculate. Woo! But Frank Reich wants this to be every single play, every single drive. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Establish the running game like you did. That's how it opens it up. So until they fix that, we are still off on the Colts, folks. 100% off on this Colts team. And the Colts really kind of did everything that kind of we've been saying all in one game, where you can trust them. They throw the ball way more. The turnovers, they went through the entire game. I saw y'all on Twitter yesterday going into halftime. Everyone was like, yep, the Colts are the real deal. The Colts are the real deal. They're the Super Bowl champions. We all knew this. Yes, Colts. But you went in the second half and you're like, what? This is not a complete team that's ready to compete. Frank Reich is trying to make Carson Wentz the go-to A1 savior for this Colts team, and that's not what this team is. We saw that last year with Phillip Rivers. You don't need a quarterback for this Colts team. You just need somebody to deliver the ball. And for Carson Wentz, he can deliver the ball accurately enough, usually. when you don't rely on him to throw the ball 44 times, and he usually doesn't make the mistakes, and he has the big arm that you can take advantage of the running game with the big old passing game down the field like we just saw yesterday, folks. So until all that changes, we are still off 100% on this Colts team. All right, let's start talking and breaking down some numbers here. Let's start with the Colts since, we've been talking about them for the last 15 minutes. Here we go. Carson Wentz goes 27 of 44. Absolutely unacceptable, folks, to have this man throw the ball 44 times. We'll see what other quarterbacks, since this is the first game we're taking a look at, we'll see what other teams are throwing the ball 44 times yesterday and why they're doing that. Do they not have a running game? Probably majority, but we'll see where kind of Carson Wentz ranks at passing-wise yesterday, and we'll kind of see, is it needed? Because I don't think it is. So he threw 61%, not good. 306 yards, but once again, 60 yards on one pass. So let's kind of recalibrate these numbers a little bit. One completion, we got to take off one completion, one attempt in 60 yards. So he had 306 passing yards. So officially, or unofficially, he went 26 of 43 for 240 yards. That's not good, folks. That's a little bit of dinking donking with 27 completions. So without that big time throw, that's all you need out of him. The running game set that up. Stop letting him throw the ball 44 times a game. Please stop. Frank Reich, please. You are killing me out here. Absolutely killing me. He had 3 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions. Jonathan Taylor did his thing, 16 rushes for 83 yards and a touchdown. Why cut him short? You were never down big. You were never down bad. You were always in this game. You had the lead. There was no reason for you stop running the ball. Absolutely zero reason, but they did it because they're trying to give Carson Wentz the credit. Stop with the credit. It's a team game. This is one of the most team games of all team games. You know how many players are on a team? Offensively, defensively, 53. You know how many coaches there are? Tens of coaches, folks. Basketball, 5 guys on the court. Couple of coaches. You run like 13 players. That's it. This is different. This is the ultimate team game. Stop making it about one player. Jeez Louise. Absolutely maddening out here. No reason for Jonathan Taylor to only have 16 carries. And then Nyheim Hines, 1 carry. What is that about? Utilize all your backs. You have 3 of them. Jonathan Taylor, Marlon Mack, Nyheim Hines. Use them all, please. Jeez, it's so frustrating. It's killing me, folks. I'm not even watching the Hard Knocks with the Colts because I'm so disgusted because I know they're still not good. And I don't need to see the behind the scenes because I see it right here. All right, who was Carson Wentz throwing to? Well, we have Jack Doyle. Jack Doyle, the number 1 leading receiver, who is their tight end. Once again, you don't need Carson Wentz throwing 44 times to his tight end. Stop it. There's literally no reason for this, folks. Jack Doyle, leading receiver, 6 catches, 81 yards, touchdown. Ashton Doolin, who caught the 60-yarder, 1 catch, 62 yards, a touchdown. Michael Pittman Jr., 4 catches, 53 yards. T.Y. Hilton, 4 catches, 28 yards, a touchdown. You're telling me that you had this man throw the ball 44 times just to get your 2 great receivers 8 catches in total? What are we doing? Absolutely, what are we doing? Nyheim Hines, 3 catches, 26 yards. Kylan Granson, 2 catches, 22 yards. Jonathan Taylor, 4 catches, 14 yards. Zach Poshko, 2 catches, 12 yards. Mo Alley Cox, 1 catch, 8 yards for this Colts team. And then for the Bucs, they get the win. Fantastic. Always staying with it. Very well done. This Bucs team, really nice win, coming back from behind. And it was all because of Leonard Fournette. Here we go. Call him Locker Room Lenny. Fournette fires up the Bucs with halftime speech to spur a comeback win in Indy. So we all love the great leadership. And it wasn't Tom Brady yesterday. It was Leonard Fournette who had an amazing game. We'll talk about it in a second. But Tom Brady goes 25 of 34. What do we get here? 25 of 34. 25 of 34. We get 73% completion percentage. Fantastic. 226 yards. A little bit of dink and dunk. 1 touchdown. He did have a pick. Let's see where this pick came. Pick came in the second quarter, and they do score 7 points off of it. So, Tom Brady, Colts making them pay for the mistakes, but unfortunately, Tom Brady still finds a way to win games where he turns over the ball. It's absolutely crazy, but we see this all the time. You can't stop Brady. You just can't beat him. We don't understand it. And then Leonard Fournette, 17 rushes for 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. Leonard Fournette had more rushes than Jonathan Taylor, and the Bucs were down at 1 point, 10 points in halftime, and they still run the ball no problem. Ronald Jones, 7 rushes for 37 yards and 1 touchdown. Oh, and they used running back by committee. Once again, something that the Colts did not do. You're going to have to fire Frank Reich. Bring me in for the last couple of games here. I'll turn this team around and have them winning the Super Bowl. Get me in charge there. Start the hashtag takes by fans to the Colts. Let me coach for the last couple of games out here. I will promise you a Super Bowl ring, Colts fans. I will bring it home for y'all. And then who was Tom Brady throwing to? We had Rob Gronkowski, leading receiver, 7 catches for 123 yards. Leonard Fournette, 7 receptions for 31 yards and a touchdown. Chris Godwin, 4 catches, 24 yards. Cameron Brate, 3 catches, 23 yards. And only Mike Evans, 3 catches for 16 yards. Able to get it done, able to get the win. The Colts should be ashamed of themselves. And here is the best fan of all time. We will have a canvas made of this man to put on the wall behind us. This man understands he must watch the show as well, because he wears a hat to the Colts game saying, quote, run the damn ball. Exactly that. Run the damn ball, please, Colts, and never not run the damn ball. Jeez Louise. Bucks win by 7. They cover the 3.5. We win our bet. Bingo, bango. Colts are the Colts, and we know that they're just not good because they're trying to have Carson Wentz be the face of the team, the savior, and be like, hey, Carson Wentz can win. Frank Reich trying to be the biggest brain in the NFL. Stop it. Get the win, get the ring, and get all the respect that comes with the ring and the wins. Stop making Carson Wentz be the guy.